Audra Lambert here, and for those of you who do not know me, I'm a real estate agent that specializes in buying and selling homes in Orange County with a focus in San Juan Capistrano. My channel is dedicated to providing real estate advice and guidance as well as housing market updates. Now, if that sounds of interest to you, please subscribe to my channel and just make my day. That would make me very happy. You know, it's free too. Now, today I'm going to talk to you about the top 5 things I do right in real estate. So let's start with number 1, and that is consistency. So the key to life in anything we do is being consistent. Now, I'm a farmer, and what that means is, as a real estate agent, I focus on a specific territory and I farm it, meaning that I'm constantly growing it and grooming it. I don't know, but actually, I'm not out there like a real farmer on a tractor, pulling weeds and planting corn, although actually my family used to do that. But it's an area that you focus and you grow over the years. You don't expect immediate results. It's just you're being consistent, week over week, month over month. So in my farm, I farm about 1,500, residences in San Juan Capistrano, and I send out monthly newsletters with the comps and what's sold, what's on the market. Anytime there's a new listing I have a just listed, a just sold postcard, or an escrow. It's my job as a realtor in the communities that I focus on to give them current information. And I will say that I'm very good at doing that. No matter what I'm doing, no matter how chaotic my life is, no matter how many deals I'm working, no matter what family drama I could be, drugged into, I always get my marketing out. And I will say that it has really benefited me in the long term. Now, if any of you are not on my newsletter list, please DM me below and I will put you on my list. Okay, the second thing I do well is that I'm consistently trying to set myself apart from my competition. I try new programs, marketing tactics, new innovation to aid me in selling houses quickly and for top dollar. In fact, the reason I started this YouTube channel was to help sell some of my houses I list. It's very hard to get in front of clients nowadays, so I developed this channel to educate my followers and bring awareness to who I am, what I do, and I try to assist in selling real estate to people who have houses that I'm representing. Now, I'm really good at what I do. I really am, and I like to share it with people. Oftentimes, buyers will call me asking me what I have coming on the market, and I in turn can coordinate transactions for both the buyer and the seller. So I'm really trying to consistently improve and innovate. I mean, literally every year, beginning of the year, I'm like, what can we do better? What's new? What's up and coming? And if any of you guys are following me on any of my listings or how I market, you will know that I'm cutting edge. And really, if you're real estate in this marketplace, you need to do that. And I have dedicated and disciplined myself to do it. So you're in good hands if you hire me. Hint, hint. Okay, the third thing I do well is maintaining professionalism in every aspect of my business, to the way I dress, to the media, photos and video my team produces for our listings. Also, the customer service I provide to my client is also very professional. I think anyone that's ever done business with me, so please, for those of you who are watching and have used my services in the past, make some comments below, but they will say that I think that I'm very professional in everything that I do. So I used to work for a company called Ingram Micro. I was their sales director, and I have a lot of formal education there. And the selling a house business isn't, it's a big investment, and it should be treated as something, in my opinion, very professional. I'm not going to wear shorts and flip-flops and yo bro, that's just not me. I'm very professional, and I really do believe that it has benefited me in the past and will continue to benefit me in the future. So professionalism, in my opinion, is the key to my business. The fourth thing I do well is I'm constantly educating myself. I usually get up between 4 and 5 a.m. in the morning. I read somewhere that, many years ago, that successful people get up early. So I tried it. There is something really to it. I get so much more done in the morning. I get prepared for the day ahead, and there's usually something quite lovely about the serenity in the early mornings. I have really learned to just love getting up in the morning. But the reason I get up so early is because I study the markets, like what Jerome Powell's doing this month. Just can't wait till Friday. I can't wait for the CPI data to come out. That's inflationary data, by the way. What's happening with the 10-year treasury? Do we still have cryptocurrencies, or did someone steal them all? Okay, I'm just kidding. Anyhow, I like to be educated and informed. I am also a bookworm. I love to read, especially anything that can help me become a better version of myself. Every year I pick 5 books total, and I read those 5 books over and over and over again. And I'll share these 5 books that I'm reading right now. So I went on a YouTube channel, and somebody on YouTube, I don't know if I can find it, I'll link it in the box below, went through and said, these are the 5 books you just have to read. So of course, I decided to take them up on it. So the 5 books that this YouTube guy recommended, and I'll try to find his name, is the Happiness Hypothesis book, and I'll link this down below. I'm currently reading this, excellent book. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Yeah, don't know what that's about, haven't started yet. Atomic Habits. This is a phenomenal book. I did have read this one so far. Excellent book, highly recommend. He recommended I Will Teach You to Be Rich. I'd love to read this. And this last one, wasn't going to order it because I thought it was a little cliche, some millennial. I thought, I'm not going to read it. It's a little kind of, the title insults me a little bit. So I'm like, but I did it anyway. And it's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving Up. Okay. So of course, out of these 5 books, guess which one I read first? So I will tell you that there's some F words in here, but I also will tell you that this is an awesome book. Like I'm surprised at how much I have learned from this book. And of course I will read all 5 of these books over and over and over throughout this year. So hopefully something will sink in. And I also do read, of course, daily my BIBLE. And something else I do is I'm interested in art. I don't know if you guys know that, but I have an art book. See my big art book? And every morning when I get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I pick one art picture in here. And really the reason why I find this so fascinating to me is because back in the day, they didn't have social media. So one of the ways that people back then were able to communicate their likes or dislikes or unfairness or whatever is through artwork. And so I go on a YouTube video and I watch, it's called, what is it called? Art Explained. And so they explain each one of the art pieces, and I just find it absolutely fascinating. So why do I do this, right? Well, the reason is, first of all, I'm just genuinely interested in becoming a better person, but also, when you start reading, you're able to talk to people in a much more broader perspective. If I walk into someone's house, maybe I recognize an art piece, or maybe they have the same crazy book, or maybe whatever. It's a connecting point. And you got to learn from other people. At least that's what I like to do. So I think that's one of the things I do well, is I'm constantly trying to learn in every area of my business. I really enjoy learning, and I just really love improving. And lastly, the 5th thing I do well is communicate with my clients during a transaction. I don't think there is one client that would say I didn't communicate well through a transaction. I will actually ask my clients how they would like to receive communication. Some people want a little information, and some people want very detailed information, like step-by-step explanations from, contracts to conversations, buyers, and, everywhere in between. For example, for my super detailed client who wants a lot of feedback, I will create a spreadsheet of all the showings and feedback from the buyers. I will date and enter all the information regarding the showings and track the follow-up calls. And here, I'll show you an example of a spreadsheet I created for one of my sellers. I update it regularly, send it to them regularly, and discuss it over the phone with them regularly. There we go. It really helps simplifies the information in concise terms, and the seller is, they understand. So us realtors, like we're showing all the properties, we have in our head what it feels like, and we know kind of the feedback. But when we go to share that information with our sellers, like it doesn't come across as well as a spreadsheet will. So I think I'm very good at that. I know my clients are satisfied with it, and honestly, it keeps me on track too. Another example, in today's real estate environment, it's common to have multiple offers. One offer can be like 26 pages long. It's very difficult to understand or read each offer to your client in detail, especially if you have multiple offers. So I create a Dropbox link with all the offers put in a folder and named. Then I create a summary like the one here. I'll put it on the screen to simplify the presentation of the offer process. The key to communication is to make it clear, concise, and trackable. I think I excel in this category. It truly is a lot of work, but it helps me stay organized and efficient, as well as keeping my clients informed. Well, that's it for me today. Don't forget to watch my video, which is linked below, regarding the top 5 mistakes I made in real estate. It's painful. Learn from my mistakes. It's less painful. Don't hesitate and contact me with any of your real estate questions or needs. Okay, over and out. Until next time.